Kinship.
Yes, list it.
Start. Filing number WPC 1405.
Motion matter.
Yes.
Motion.
Yes.
When do you want?
Start file.
When do you want? Monday.
Urgency. Monday.
Motion.
Motion. Deeply.
Bench 5 matter. Is it bench 5?
Yes, Lord.
Yes.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 1.
1, yes.
Lordship, the leading counsel, Mr. H. Rahman, Lordship, he was severely ill and was admitted to the hospital.
Okay.
But Lordship, in this case, there is nothing remaining. Already the charge sheet has been framed and we have the instructions.
What was the
The matter is with regard to non-taking actions.
Just a second. Will I have it after?
Yes.
Lordship, 4 weeks time maybe.
No, we'll have it after some time. We'll see the record and pass out orders. If
Okay.
needed, we'll adjourn the matter. Otherwise, we can pass final order, depending on the
Much of it.
be here for a while. I think this is the first matter. Yes, yes, come, madam.
Yes.
There is no further mention. Yes, Mr. Purva.
It is with regard to non-taking any action against the FIR which has been lost. And with regard to that, already the instruction has come in. The charge sheet has been framed and the case diaries and everything are with the Chief Judicial Magistrate Court. And in such cases, actually, the High Court
Okay.
may not interfere because,
Moving on, what is the status? You have registered the case.
yes, I have
Thereafter?
the,
The investigation is over.
yes, charge sheet has been framed. So nothing
We'll
remains.
close this.
Lordship, can the matter be passed over?
No, no, you will not suffer any prejudice, madam. Your the grievance of your client has been redressed. What's your name, madam?
Lordship N. Chaudhary.
And Chaudhary. And the prayers which you have made cannot be subject matter of a writ
Yes.
jurisdiction.
Yes.
You are saying for repairing of the boarding machine, entry door, installation of electricity connection, and then, but nonetheless, M. Chaudhary,
N. Chaudhary.
are you on record?
Affidavit.
You are not on record. MS N. Chaudhary, and it counts for petition who submit that her senior Sri H. Raman is unwell. However, consider the subject matter in issue and the instruction which has referred by the learned state council as the writ is taken up for disposal. The grievance of the petition relates to inaction, alleged inaction of the police authority pursuant to an FIR lodged by her. So, the allegation of that she is the widow of late Ramandra Kumar Das, and the response number 4 is causing harassment, including threatening of workers engaged by her. The petitioner has accordingly paid for, has also alleged that though an FIR has been lodged on 30/12/2021 by the petition, which was registered as Itanagar PS case number. No, by the petitioner, no action has been taken. As Purva learned state council, however, by referring to the instruction dated 3/10/20, has submitted that the FIR lodged by the petition was duly registered as Itanagar PS case number 488 of 2021 under section 448, 427, of public 29, 448 of 427 of 294 of 506 of 34 IP. He has further submitted that the investigation is over and charge sheet has been submitted, including against the accused, including the for number 4. The State Council further submits that matters of this nature are not to be entertained by writ court as per the law settled by the Honorable Chair. After considering the subject matter in dispute and also the written instructions placed on record, this court has noted that not only the FIR of the petitioner has been registered, the investigation has also been done, and thereafter charge sheet number 68-2021 dated 30/12/2021 has been submitted, and the case date has also been forwarded to the learned trial court. This court also finds court in submission of the Barua, the learned state council, that matters relating to allegation of inaction, inaction of police authority, non-registration of FIR are not entertained by a writ court, as the remit lies in the court UD itself. In this connection, one may gainfully refer to the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Sakiri Basu reported in Suez. In view of the above, and also taking into consideration that the investigation is over and charge sheet is submitted, this court is of the opinion that there is no life for the vacuum in this writ petition. So, the same is accordingly closed. The written instruction state treat that benefit is made part. Okay. Next.
May I please your lordship? This is relating to the subsistence allowance actually under this matter actually order 21 rule 39. So the settled law is that whenever civil imprisonment is given, whatever the subsistence allowance is there has to be paid beforehand.
Yes.
I am the judgment debtor actually. My arrest was given by the Bakizai officer.
Pursuant to a decree of the court.
Decree of the court actually. The decree holder was the City Cooperative Bank Limited. Then I find out that my subsistence allowance was not paid, or rather has not yet been paid actually.
You will issue notice.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
My name is Mr. I.S. Majumdar.
Third, I.S. that is now for the petitioner who is aggrieved by non-payment of subsistence allowance to the court beforehand in terms of order 21 Rule 39
Rule 39. Yes, ma'am.
of the CPC. It is the case of the petitioner that he is the judgment debtor, and in the case for execution, he was arrested and sent judicial custody.
Yes, ma'am.
That notice be issued returnable by 4 weeks. that steps be taken for service of notice upon the respondent by registered post date steps by Monday.
Obliged, my lord.
Mr. Mazumdar, you have to edit the proper entity of the respondent.
Uh,
Is the respondent?
Pardon? Responses are two actually. One is the Bakija officer, other one is the managing director of
Is the manager? Where is the legal entity? Where is the bank?
Yeah, lordship. I will just
So
file a
don't make this kind
amendment.
of mistake.
Yes, yes.
You have to make the bank a part. You can represent the bank by the managing director.
Agreed,
Don't
my
be a
lord.
managing director part. He can be, he cannot be, but bank is a necessary part. He will have difficulties later.
Agreed, my lord. Thank you.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, in this case, petitioners were granted Titha mutation and subsequently their mutation was cancelled. And the reason for such cancellation, your lordship will find at page number 37. This is the Titha copy. The operative portion your lordship will find at page 37, lordship. Right below, there is a note of the Mondal. Case number so and so is going on, therefore mutation is cancelled. Lordship, this title suit is a purely
Partition
a
suit.
partition suit, Lord.
It's nothing to do with your mutation.
Yes, Lordship.
Has
There
any
is no,
decree been passed in the title suit?
no, Lordship. That is pending for disposal before the civil judge.
Any injunction?
That I have no instruction.
speak
Lordship,
instruct-
subsequently, I have
What is your name?
MM Zaman, Lord. I have
Third
filed
degree Zaman. When it comes for the petitioner who is aggrieved by cancellation of the names of the petitioner from the records of right course of the state cancellation is made on the ground that a title suit number 20 of the 2016 is pending. The learned council has submitted that subject matter of the title is partition, and in any case, the suit is still pending and no final orders have been passed. That notice is issued returnable by 4 weeks. The revenue MS Mohanta, PR Mohanta, Senate Council Revenue accept notice to have number 1, whereas PS Purva, State Council, to extra copies per month.
obliged, Lordship.
Yes.
Correspondent 1, Union Bank of
Is Saraf, and appears for the petitioner on call, whereas M. Sharma, Senate Council is present for the respondent. Number 1, Union Bank of India. Saraf. In the interest of the matter for motion, Wednesday.
Please, the lordship. Lordship, this is a matter seeking information under the RTI lordship. The petitioner had preferred an application, and thereafter his application was rejected by the PIO of Jorhat Development Authority, stating that it relates to commercial.
What happened to your appeal?
Thereafter, first appeal was preferred, and the direction was issued at page 32, directing the first party to clearly mention the period of information, and the second party has agreed to submit the reply. Thereafter, lordship, nothing has been communicated, and the second appeal was preferred by the petitioner. In the second appeal, an order was passed by the Honorable State Information Commission Assam, directing the PIO Office of the Chairman JDA Jorhat to furnish all the information sought for by the petitioner in his RTI application. And thereafter also they
Have you served the standing council, information commission? The DDECA is there. You serve a copy upon him. Yes. Did you serve, madam? Oh.
Lordship,
You serve a copy, will have it on your witness list.
Lordship.
It will be easy for you.
Lordship.
Eight of the third count. for the petitioner who is aggrieved by non-implementation of certain orders passed by the appellate authority under the right commission. It, however, appears that the standing council information committee has not been served with a copy of that copy is served upon the standing council, DDECA, and the matter with promotion on Wednesday.
If the pending council may be reflected in
Please reflect the name of the DDECA standing council in the court.
Much obliged.
May please the Lordship.
So how what is this?
Lordship, this matter pertaining Lordship enforcement and directions of Honorable Supreme Court's directions, Lordship. Here, Lordship, present petitioner's daughter died due to a road accident, and that vehicle's Lordship was not insured. Lordship, and the registration number was not there. So ultimately, an accident information report has been given, Lordship. That is case 25. Lordship, here, vehicles details is not there, owner details is not there, insurance policy is not there. So, Lordship, kindly come to page 26.
This will be covered by hit and run.
Lordship, I am coming next part, Lordship, as because, Lordship, there is a direction of Honorable Supreme Court to dispose the uninsured vehicle, to bring in notifications or rule. It's a directions given to all the state government, but our government, Lordship, did not brought any notifications, Lordship. I have annexed that adjustment, Lordship.
What is your prayer?
Lordship,
Your prayer is for the notification or completion?
Lordship, my first notice, Lordship.
Okay. I have done talk for the petitioner who is aggrieved by inaction of state government in bringing out the necessary notification pursuant to direction passed by the Honorable Supreme Court in case of uninsured public invalid insured vehicle. The petitioner has alleged that the petitioner case is that he lost his daughter in an accident occurring on 22/5/2020 in the district of Baksa, involving a vehicle which did not have any number plate or was not insured.
Yes.
That notice issued by 4 weeks, 6 weeks. The Home Department, Chief Secretary 1, Purva 1, 2,
all
3, PS Purva, and State Council. Accept note on behalf of all responsible. That extra copy. You take this back. I think there is public interest also involved.
Yes.
In this.
going by the Supreme Court.
highly obliged.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Sure.
In this case, my lord, the wife of the petitioner died in a road accident. My lord.
Ex gratia.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Road accident to 210. Why are you so late? 7 years?
Under the present notification, it is covered, my lord.
Huh?
Under the present notification, it is covered. my lord.
Notification of which year?
2015 notification, 14 notification, my lord.
14. So your accident was in the year 2016.
Yes, my lord.
What took you 7 years to come to the court? It was a pre-existing notification of 2014.
Yes, my lord. Existing
It
notification.
will immediately come. Not immediately 1 year, 2 years, 7 years.
It hasn't been explained.
The petition is, however, the maintenance of the petition is, however, kept open on the ground of delay. accident related with wife of the petitioner. Wife of China Katun. Mr. Borua for
3456.
1 and 2. 1 year revenue, 2 finance, Gogoi, 3 Gogoi, 3, 4, 5 as extra copies.
None.
By Monday.
None.
May please.
Yes.
Firstly, the fact of the case is there. One Sri Parthojit Pathak lost the FIR before the Hathigaon police, alleging that an amount of rupees 25 lakh was stolen from his wardrobe, and he suspected Aman Kalita, son of the petitioner, to be involved with it.
Hmm.
Now, Lordship, if I take your Lordship to the FIR at page 17, I am not implicated in the FIR. At page 17, that is the 27 April 2023. May I read, Lordship? I
Yes.
beg to inform you that I stay at Osakpat, Survey, Beltala, house number 40, second floor, Guwahati. That's
Okay,
where
we'll
I
issue
have-
notice at this stage.
Lordship, in the
The
meantime,
freezing was under what provision of law?
my account has been freezed.
Freeze under what provision of law?
That is what, Lord. Only on
Yes,
the
sir.
dictates of the officer in charge.
Yes,
of the-
Mr. Borua, did you follow the mandate of CRP?
In fact, in this matter, government hasn't been reflected. We don't have a file.
Because officer in charge has been made a party, Lord.
What other respondents not made part?
Other respondents are the bank
SBI.
managers.
Yes.
SBI, State Bank of India, represented by chairman.
But the freezing is on the instructions of somebody.
On the instruction of the respondent five.
Five you can,
Officer in charge.
Mr. Borua,
Petition.
Hmm.
Mr. 5, Mr. Borua, respondent number 5, officer in charge.
I'm afraid copy
Sir.
may not be served.
Yeah,
Copy has been served or not? We'll issue notice. You have served a copy.
because I am without pay, Lordship, because of freezing of my account.
Will it preclude from serving a copy?
Lordship, well, I'll today itself, well.
Hard. Sorry. How did you appear? Pro bono?
Lordship?
You have appeared pro bono?
Pro bono appeal. Pro bono appeal.
Your amounts are freeze. Client's amounts are freeze.
No,
How are
my
you
account
appearing?
has been freezed, Lordship.
How are you appearing?
Lordship, if your Lordship comes to page 23.
Okay. No. You have not understood.
Oh, no. No. Meager amount.
Meager. Meager is a very
Meager
big.
means only for
Meager is a very big
because he
term.
is without pay for last,
Mr. Chaudhary, president is smiling.
because he is without pay from
Your meager may be somebody's very big amount.
April, Lordship, he is without pay. So he has given only for filing, Lordship. If it is decreased, then we'll get, Lord.
The Rupak Dhar is a big man.
But sometimes we have to do social service also, Lord.
Okay. Three hard for done concept for the petitioner. In connection with Hathigaon PS case number 162 2023 under section 381 of the IPC, in which the son of the petitioner has been made an accused, the petitioner was also arrested and subsequently released. The grievance of the petitioner is, however, connected to freezing of his bank account in the State Bank of India, which, according to the petition, has been done without following the due process of law. That notice be returnable on. Yes, he is without salary. Returnable on today is
Today is 18, Lord.
we'll have it on 1st of December. Take instruction.
And the copy may be served.
Yes,
today.
yes, yes.
1st of December.
2 copies.
Let steps be taken for service of stone of three as per alternate State Council accepts notice on behalf of number 5. That extra copy is served upon by Monday. that steps be taken for service of justice upon the responsible 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 by registered post-daily.
In the meantime,
I mean, we cannot, do not know whether they have followed or not. We not. What is the provision of CRPC?
definitely that Lordship, that I have also not.
Then what is your case?
I'll
You haven't checked the CRPC.
I'll go.
You will after the case is over.
All right.
So item 9 and 12 are both analogous matters. Only the period is different, my lord. The item 9 is the disputed period is 2021 and 12 is 21.
What are these matters? Covered matters.
No, my lord, this is a matter, my lord. May I give a brief synopsis before I go into
Yes,
the thick of the brief?
Item 9, what is the period?
2020-21. April 2020 to
item
March
12?
21.
Item
12 is April 2021 to March 2022.
Okay, what happened?
Well, the issue in this matter is, my lord, that there is an allegation of clandestine removal of the goods from the premises without payment of tax. My lord, the basis on which this conclusion has been reached, my lord, there are three things. One is that they allege that they have discovered one production register for the month of June 2020, July 2020, and March 2021. These 3 months, my lord. On the basis of these 3 months data, they extrapolate and they say that for the rest of the months also you have continued to produce and sell the goods without recording in the regular books of account. Second basis is, my lord, they refer to one dispatch registers. I will come to that, my lord. What dispatch register they are alleging to and refer to in the so-called notice and the orders. And the third basis is, my lord, that my average consumption of the electricity in the past, they have examined. And on this basis, they say that I should have continued to produce to the same extent.
My lord, this is a SOCOS of 2021. Now, my lord, after all.
Now, what is the present stage? Now, we are at the motion stage. We are not entering into today without giving an
Their
application.
lordship may take up on Wednesday or any day convenient.
No, we issue notice, but there is also a prayer for interim order.
But no, interim may be considered on the next day because, my lord, they have come up, my lord, challenging this SOCOS. Because
No, I have not come challenging the SOCOS, my lord. The adjudication order has been passed.
The demand has been confirmed.
My lord, the appellate order has been passed also. Now the tribunal is not in existence, my lord, so there is no alternate remedy available to me. My lord, had the tribunal been existent, I have already paid the 10% of the disputed amount of tax for approaching the appellate authority. So under section 107, I will show, my lord, there is an automatic stay. Once the appeal is filed before the tribunal, there is an automatic stay. So, my lord, that is why I am submitting, my lord, since I have already paid the 10% of the disputed amount, the matter cannot be obviously decided without the exchange of affidavits. So, my lord, I pray that, my lord, let there be a stay.
Not say, my lord, no
don't take coercive action.
No coercive action till the next returnable date. I will file the affidavit in the meantime.
Yes.
Your name?
My lord, I am Vinay Saraf. SHRAFF.
D. Saraf.
VINAY.
Vinay. Third, V. Saraf. Learned counsel for the petition. The grievance of the petitioner is against an order dated later. Dates are similar.
Yes, my lord. 7/8/2023. 7th
Passed
August 2020.
by the Additional Commissioner of State Tax, within bracket appeal, whereby a demand of tax of rupees 514 5,14,65,303 has been levied along with interest and equivalent penalty of the same amount.
Yes.
It is the case of the petition that apart from the demand being unauthorized, and without any basis, comma, the appeal preferred by the petition is also lying undisposed due to lack of the appellate authority.
No, the appeal, I could not file the appeal beyond the, I filed the first appeal. Second appeal is before the tribunal.
Right.
Tribunal is not yet constituted.
Okay.
That may be recorded. That's why they were
Ah.
directed.
Though the petitioner had preferred an appeal and thereafter appeal, comma,
On payment of the 10%.
appeal on payment of 10% of the amount in question, comma, thereafter, though the statute in question has an evidence and provides for a second appeal, comma, due to the lack of tribunal, comma, such second appeal has not been able to be preferred, and according to the writ petition as filed. That notice they should return it. We give a date. You are in Association Council.
Out.
You want a date?
Yes, there may be a date. I'll file my.
You come from which place?
Calcutta.
Give us a date.
Next month, your lordship will be keeping it
Around 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
So today is 18th. We'll have it on 15th of December. Is it okay for you?
15th of, instead of that, 18th or 19th of December.
We'll have it on 18th.
18th is fine.
18th December. 18th will be slightly hectic last week. So you have it on slightly
11th?
early, on 13th.
13th is fine.
13th of December. P. Gogoi.
All the response. One is
Standing Council. Finance Taxation. Accept notice on behalf of both the respondents. That extra copy of the written served by Monday. The learned counsel for the respondent is respond. Considering the facts and circumstances and also the statutory provisions, comma, it is provided that till the written application, comma, no coercive action be taken against. And the amount is different in the other.
Different in the
It would-
1 crore 13 lakh
it would really go. We are just doing the amount. What is the
is there in the synopsis.
dates are the same.
Date is the same.
1, 13, 07, 07. Is it okay? 1, 13, 07, 076
Yes, my lord.
and respondents are the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Same amount.
Grateful, lord.
13 December.
Great.
Number
10, your lord.
Demand what is this?
Lordship, page 30 to 34, your lordship, person in exercise of power under section 3 of the Prevention of Illicit Traffic and Narcotic Drugs and Psychoactive Substances, your lordship. The petitioner has been arrested, your lordship. That is on page 66, your lordship. And your lordship, after arrest, your lordship, as per the positive lordship, we have
Arrested under what?
arrest in connection with your lordship that the petitioner has been involved in your lordship various psychoactive substances, dealing with your lordship.
Is it a preventive detention?
Yes, your lordship, preventive detention.
Then you have filed a representation.
Representation is at page 67, your lordship.
Yes.
That is a habitual drug peddler as is reported.
No, these are okay, but these are all preventive in nature.
Preventive in nature.
So in this kind of statute, you have to
He is in detention since 24/7.
24/7.
Yes, your lordship.
You take it first. Part 3, Diwan, each one that counts for the petitioner who is aggrieved by lack of action upon a representation filed by him for Home and Political Department praying for revocation of an order dated 37/2020 by which the petitioner alleges that he was taken preventive detention in connection with an preventive under the under section 3(1) of the Prevention of Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act, 1998. For that notice is returnable on given date returnable on with the 11th of December.
Lordship, because Lordship, out of 3 cases, Your Lordship, in one case already been acquitted, Your Lordship. And on other 2 cases,
Acquitted is a different matter. On 1st of December.
first of
1st of, no, 4th of Monday.
Lordship.
4th of December. Three, as per what the state council accept notice on behalf of all the respondents.
Yes.
All the respondents. That extra copy. No, that
Zero apply.
May it please your lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, the petitioner is an owner of an 3 katha 7.5 paisa of the land, and the water resource department way back in the year of irrigation department way back in the year of 1995 set up an deep tube well, lordship, in my land, and till to that water pump is not acting. Neither they have removed it nor they have given me any compensation since they are utilizing my landlord.
But you are paying for some job.
Yes.
Lordship, that even I have preferred a representation, either they may remove it or give me some compensation, lordship.
But 95 it was installed. Now you are coming for compensation.
Lordship, still to that they have not removed.
They might be, but is it a continuing wrong? You have left the thing, you have waived your right. 95 it was installed.
Installed
30 years.
Yes, lordship, that I have an hope and trust upon the department
Open
that
trust for 30 years, then keep on hoping.
they will give some compensation to me, lordship. Until to that is
See, even in a case of immovable property, the limitation is 12 years. If they are asking for compensation,
they have also not removed it. I request them to
even in a case of immovable property, what's the limitation? 12 years.
that is
Here, you are taking compensation. 3 years.
case 32, lordship. That photograph is
Your hopelessly your latches will not permit a delay, but your latches street court.
I have preferred a representation also on 2023
Representation
July.
will not enhance your period of limitation.
I repeatedly asking them, lordship, to remove the same from my land. They have also not removed it.
95 to 2023, December,
Yes,
November. Third, 3 page paper were run at concept of petition. The petitioner claims that on his plot of land, the irrigation department has installed a water pump in the year 1995. Though initially, according to the petition, he was given certain accommodation in the department. The petitioner is now claiming compensation for that. What appears, however, it appears that the cause of action, if any, had arisen the year 1995, and almost 3 decades have passed. That notice is returnable by 6 weeks, 4 weeks. Three Upadhyay for
1 and 4, Lord.
and Upadhyay for 1
And 4.
1 and 4.
No.
And revenue here Mahto 2 and Gogoi for 3 and Esbura for 5, 6, 5 and 6.
Only 5.
6.
6 Lordship, I am appearing, Lord. Sorry.
6. 1, 4 and 6, Lord.
100%.
And 7 also, Lord.
7.
7.
That extra copy, sir, by Monday. The
No,
maintenance of the repetition on the ground of delay and however, capital.
Much obliged.
Yes.
Right. There is a case, my lord, the son of the petitioner died in a reservoir, my lord, or the fault of the contractor and the other official, my lord. Accordingly, executive engineer lost an FIR, my lord, at test 25.
Died? How did he die?
Three person died, my lord. 3 person died.
How?
My lord,
What happened?
test 25, the FIR, my lord. Details FIR lost.
What
by the-
happened?
Actually, subrogation, my lord, and lack of oxygen, my lord.
Where?
My lord, at Noahat, my lord, under Dhubri district, my lord.
What were they doing? They were workers.
Actually, my son, not a worker, my lord. He is only tender age of 17 years.
What was he doing?
But he was a student, my lord. On the day of incident, my lord, the mason and contractor, my lord, hired him to clean the reservoir, my lord, along with the other.
No.
laborer.
What is your claim now?
Now,
you
my claim, my lord, to pay compensation, my lord, under the public law, my lord. Yes, my lord.
compensation? Who will determine the compensation?
My lord, the state will pay the compensation.
Who will determine? Is there any earthquake to determine?
There, my lord, actually, there is no record.
No, you have to approve the civil court.
The
You
tortious
have
claim,
said
but-
it's a tortious liability. You approve the civil
But in
court.
this regard, my lord, there is a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, my lord.
What has been said?
My lord.
Tortious claim.
So, Hussain, you see, these are matters involving factual questions.
Yes.
How can we determine?
No, my lord, the admitted fact, my lord, the executive engineer already lost the FIR, my lord. And he has stating in the FIR itself, my lord, the incident had
Yes, so
occurred,
which paragraph of this?
my lord. Paragraph in the 2011-14 SPC, my lord. Paragraph 66.
This is Upahar Tragedy.
Yes, my lord. 66, 98, 99.
What do you say, Mr. What?
So these are fraud claims, my lord. This has to evidence has to be adduced, my lord. These are
No.
my humble submission. This has
My
to
lord, paragraph 67, my lord. Insofar as cases are, death cases are concerned, the principle of determining compensation is streamlined by several decisions of the court.
This is the quantum of
Sarla-
Sarla Verma.
Sarla Verma.
Sarla Verma is, my lord, the quantum and formula, my lord.
How the quantum will be decided, my lord. And regarding, my lord, tortious liability, my lord, paragraph 98.
Tragedy, my lord, there was some extraordinary circumstances to them. Guilt is established.
Here also guilt is established
Where?
because the executive officer himself lost the FIR stating for the fault of the.
I can't take it.
This Upahar Tragedy arose from a
Read petition, my lord. This No. Require was totally different, my lord. After the incident, my lord, there was
No.
Up-
Did it go to
No,
the report
no.
after a writ petition?
no, not
Not writ petition.
Not-
No, it's not a writ petition. The association has filed a writ, I think, the Delhi High Court.
I think is the take, so motive taken up.
Because MCD is the appellant in Supreme Court, and they had filed the appeal against orders of this Delhi High Court. Yes.
Well, that case, my lord, notice has to go as far as regards this maintainable or not, my lord. Because in my lord, APDCL matters, my lord, there is an inquiry by the state government wherein, my lord,
See, that is what we are trying to clean up. There are in any of the entities or corporations, there are inbuilt schemes. That is what we have asked whether there is any yardstick to define the compensation.
Yes.
If it is to be, it's an unliquidated damage, then it has to be assessed by reducing of evidence.
my lord.
Yes.
That
And
was,
in that case, our jurisdiction, I don't think it will be the proper forum. Even if you want to give the relief, we will not give.
yes, my lord. In this regard, our High Court also, one judgment, my lord, passed by the Honorable Justice Kumon Khamar.
What did?
Here, my lord, one person was died, my lord.
By what?
Yes.
Died on?
This is the.
Died. How did he die?
He was died, my lord.
Okay, well, Mr. We will issue notice.
My lord.
This might need some, cannot maintain that we are admitting. Third PM Hussain doesn't count for the petitioner. The petitioner is the father. It is the case of the petitioner that his son, Suleiman Khan, alias Rakibul Islam, had passed away on 25/7/2023 while he was being engaged in the work of an underground reservoir, underground water reservoir. The petitioner is claiming compensation for the death of parent. Three. The Learned Council for the respondents, however, questions the mentally of audit submitted that apart from raising disputed questions of fact, even if the fact projected appear correct, determination of compensation would be necessary, which cannot be done by a report. That notice be issued, that notice be issued, written by 4 weeks. 3, who are the revenue? Mohanto Sampir 1, B. Gogoi 2, public health
3 to 9, my lord.
D. Gogoi
3, 3, 5,
3, 5,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and as per for
4.
4. That extra copies by monthly. Steps for service of notice upon the response of 10, it will be taken by resident possibility. There are the question of maintenance of the cap. You, Mr. Islam tried to find out original case of Delhi. Because the Delhi High Court also exercises original jurisdiction.
Yes.
It might be in the nature of a suit also, which not. You take. Why? Senior advocates are not allowed to appear on Saturday.
I thought I will get a walkover, my lord, Mr. Chaudhary will not come.
And that is two senior advocates. Saturday is not allowed.
The matter has to be fixed for final dispose of. We have filed additional affidavit.
What is it?
My lord, it's an allotment of, my lord, retail outlet
Okay.
dealership, my lord. By the IOC, on a draw of lots, he was selected. But ultimately, they say, my lord, you are an employee, and therefore you are not entitled.
Okay.
So he is a nominated member. Nominated members of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, they are not employed. So the matter came up on the last occasion. Court wanted to know how much time you are required to devote as a nominated member of the council. So we filed an additional affidavit.
We can take this for disposal, please. Sure.
Yeah.
Who is the Karbi Anglong? What do you say on the status?
They say he is not an employee.
No, is he an employee? What is the bar? Bar is an employee.
That
of
is
what?
Employee.
Of what?
Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council.
No. You are a nominated member of the council.
Council.
So what is the bar about?
Bar is, my lord, they say, my lord, if you are an employee
Of what?
and any employee, and they are not entitled to get this.
You are a nominated member of the council.
Council.
My lord, that issue that calls for consideration is, my lord, whether she is holding an office of profit. If so, whether an office of profit is an employment.
No, but what is the language used in this in your
Yes, my lord.
guidelines? Is it
Page
holding an
38,
office of profit?
Page
I'll
38.
show, my
Page 38.
38.
She will not be eligible for taking up any employment. If the selected person is already employed, she will have to resign from the employment and produce the letter of acceptance.
The concept of holding an office of profit perhaps will not come. What was said in Jaya Bachchan?
My lord.
In the case of Jaya Bachchan, that holding of office of profit, so far as you are trying to contest an election, something is said here in this.
Well, the Bar Council, the judgment is there, 2019, where they say
There is a very
MLA
famous
MPs,
case of Jaya Bachchan, maybe 2001.
but they are not saying on profit of office of profit. They are saying employee.
Employee, yes.
But that 2019, it squarely covers my case. It says, well, the MLA
Mr. Chaudhary, was there any lack of disclosure that
My lord,
is that your case?
At the time, my lord, when the
Applied.
it applied, he was not a member.
Okay.
But when the draw of lots was held, he was a member.
Okay, then there is no question of any
At
suppression.
the time of application, filing application, there was no suppression of time. But at the time of draw, he ought to have, my lord, informed that in the meantime.
But
Anyway,
mainly your
but there
action is based on the fact that he is an employee now. It's not because of
there was an
non-disclosure.
undertaking also, my lord. There was an undertaking. If your lordship kindly comes through, it is 44, my lord.
This is in connection with what dealership of petrol pump.
Indian Oil.
Retail outlet.
Petrol pump.
Petrol pump. Page 44, your lordship will find clause 11. The applicant should submit an affidavit in the standard format confirming facts as per appendix 10A. That your lordship will find at page 96.
Now let us read the entire clause of at page 38. A person selected at page 38.
Page 38. A person selected for dealership shall be paying attention towards day-to-day working of the dealership by personally managing the affairs of the dealership. She will not be eligible for taking up any employment. If the selected person is already employed, he will have to resign from the employment.
Your objective is to ensure that the person devotes entirely to the petrol pump. And because of her virtue of her nomination in the council, she may not be in a position, so this will apply.
True.
Okay.
So that is the requirement. And then my
So
lord, the
maybe house of profit we may not even required to go in.
Yes.
may not be, my lord.
See, because it's not a question that it's an objective standard, it's a more of a subjective thing. That how much of time you are devoting to the dealer.
Right.
And you have to, your clause says that there has to be, you have to be assured that
They'll be giving full time, my lord, for the.
full time.
And then page 96.
So it is for, perhaps for this reason, it was asked how much time one has to devote
Yes,
as
my
well.
lord.
Okay.
And then affidavit.
What is the affidavit?
Affidavit has
We have
been
filed it.
filed, my lord, by the petitioner. There, your lordship will find that, my lord, she has
Paragraph 4.
produced some documents to show that she doesn't have to. Paragraph 4, if your lordship reads, my lord, that the deponent respectfully states that being a nominated member of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, the duties and functions of the deponent is only to ask questions in the session of the council if required. And she is not a member of any committee. My lord, this is how the democracy functions, my lord, I don't understand. And my lord, annexure has been shown.
Mr. Das will resign from the nomination.
No, nomination because they are not resigning because they get my lord, some police security, the political things are there. So therefore they are saying my lord, my client saying my lord, political, ultimately they are connected with politics.
It is not
He
a
has been
question of you
nominated
being,
by the state government.
no, it's not a question that you were elected, where the stake
No,
of
I'm
the
not elected.
voters are also there.
Yes.
You are already nominated.
Yes.
It's a prerogative of the council that you are being nominated.
By the
You can-
government.
By the government.
It is
By the-
Badan, it's a prestige shown by the government. It is a government nomination
Yes, I
as per
think
paragraph 6.
we'll decide that maybe or not. We thought there was some, but this will require some here.
Yes, yes. But next week your lord,
What is the stage now?
stage manner they are holding it. And I have shown in
No, no, no. What is the stage now?
there
It has not
it
been
is
commissioned.
pending. my lord.
Public is being suffered.
Yes.
Let us hear it.
And in Bukrajao, my lord, Karbi Anglong, the full member of the council has been allotted one
That-
dealership.
That, my lord, the petitioner has pointed out in the affidavit to take appropriate action, my lord, depending upon what your lordship decides in this matter.
But one petrol pump has been allotted. LOI has been given.
Maybe that was.
They are not,
that was
for all purpose, my lord, they are not, my lord, employee of the Karbi Anglong.
No, Mr. Das, we may have to go deeper.
Yes,
We may not be confined to the use of the term employee.
yes,
We have to go to the essence of the clause that your attention, full-time attention,
yes.
has to be
Being-
given
my
to
lord,
the dealership.
my lord,
And
when the-
whether your employment or your engagement, rather, let us use a very loose term, engagement, in any other work will affect,
Hamper.
adversely affect.
My lord, your lordship knows, my lord, a person having a dealership has lot of other business also. It is not necessary that he having my lord, got a dealership at the petrol pump, I will have to sit there for 24 hours. I
No,
can
Mr.
run.
Das, you are correct.
So the matter,
The other business, there cannot be any objective restriction.
my lord.
The objective restrictions can only be with an employment which is on paper.
Yes, so
Other business,
therefore,
you may say that I am not
my lord,
looking after this.
so therefore, on the last occasion, my lord, the lordship passed an order saying that how much work you are required to
Okay, we'll
devote.
consider. Whenever you thought
My lord,
we
next
did
week,
a-
any day, my lord.
in a concept for petition, whereas MK Children in a concept is present for IOC and contesting respondent.
One and
Sarah, pursuant he ordered it in 9/10/23. An additional effort has been filed by the petition. Sarah, the Senate counsel for the party. Alright, your name? Address Ronghan is present for the KAST. You are a Senate counsel. Senate counsel KAST also. Submit that matter taken up by at the additional stage as it pertains are dealers of petroleum outfit
we say it, my lord,
of retail outfit of petroleum goods. As agreed by the parties, this for hearing on any date. On we live on 12th of December.
Yes.
no, sir. Let it be in November, my lord. November itself. December, I'll have some difficulties.
Then 28th of November.
Yes.
Tuesday.
Fine.
20th.
28. 28. It will be Tuesday.
Early of that.
My please, Lord. Herein the case is that, your Lordship, the society of the petitioner failed to hold the AGM.
So this was taken up yesterday.
Yes.
He has some instructions here.
Yes, Your Lord.
What is it?
Elections were scheduled on 14th of 11. The elections were held, but as per the last order of this honorable court, the results were kept in a sealed cover. It has not been declared. That is the instruction I have.
Now what do you want?
I want, your Lordship, election may be declared.
Because their
result may be
basic prayer, Your Lordship, in this writ petition is that their nomination needs to be considered by the department. That has been done as per order of this honorable
Then
court.
it's okay. Then
Yes,
please
Your Lord.
close this.
Yes,
Close this.
Your
Heard 3 a.m. Khan.
Yes.
And it counts for the petition. There are also heard 3 J. Bordula Training Council. Co-Portion Department. There are considering the subject matter in dispute and the instruction received by the legislature of this writ petition is taken up for disposal at the adjacent stage. The petitioners claim to be the elected directors, public members of the Board of Directors of Manipur Samabai Samiti Limited in the district of under the ARCS, Borpeta. The petitioners were elected in the year 2007, and the tenure of the and their term had expired on 21/9/20. It is submitted that due to the prevailing situation at that time pertaining to COVID-19, the AGM for the years 2020-21 and 2021-20 could not be held. Accordingly, they had filed applications before department to exempt them from the operation of Section 39 of Assam Cooperative Society Act 2007. Thereafter, the petitioner number 1, along with some others, has preferred WPC 2451 of 2022, and this court, by the order dated 4/4/2020, had directed not to take any coercive measures against the petitioner. The petition was subsequently withdrawn, and during the pendency of the same, a resolution was also adopted for holding the AGM public election, and accordingly, permission was sought for to hold the same. The approval not being granted, the petitioner had approached this court after filing of numerous representatives. I have heard Sri Khan Council for petition has referred by referring to the order dated 31/10/2020 passed by this court has submitted that an interim direction was passed to allow the petition to submit their nomination papers for the election scheduled on 14/11/2023. And it is further made clear that such participation could be subject to further orders that will be passed. In para, the Board of the Standing Council of the Department has submitted that as per instructions, the elections were held on the scheduled date, that 14/11/2020. Full stop. However, due to dependency of the case, the results have not been declared. We can't the learned counsel of the petition submit that he is agreeable to a direction for declaration of results, depending upon which the society must pass it. The Board of Directors may be passed it. It will support tax and submit disposed of by permit respondent authority declared itself within a period of 15 days from and thereafter constitute the Board of Directors of the society according.
In this case, your lordship, the petitioner number 8, due to illness, he could not submit nomination, your lordship. That may be reflected.
Doesn't matter whoever submitted, others have submitted. No protection. At this stage, we can't the learned counsel for the petition clarifies that among the petitioners,
Number 8.
the petitioner number 8 could not submit his nomination due to his illness. And other not going to say.
No,